Just compare the two columns of numbers and work out what's different between them. Sounds easy, and often it is. But let us look at some specific cases. Case 0. The totals are the same. Excellent. Who cares whether the grouping is the same in both columns or not? Let's move on. Case 1. The totals are different, but there are no groupings. So numbers from one list either are in the other or they are not. This is pretty easy. First, we sort both sides, either by the narrative or by the amount. And then here we're going to look manually to find pairs and non-pairs. So that's a pair, this is not, so we pull this one down. Pair, 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 no, pull, pair, 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 not, pair, not, pull. And then we calculate the difference between the two columns for each row. And put a total at the bottom. So there we have the difference as we calculate the totals, and we can show exactly where it comes from. Case 2. The numbers are grouped and the references are matching. They don't have to be exactly the same, but it helps if they sort the same way. Here's a bright example. We sort and group by label. And then we put this down here, this one here. And then we calculate the differences. There's another singleton down there, and there. This one is 4, as that one was. This is 2. As is that one and that one. And we put in the total here. 25. Yes, here we have the differences, and we can see again exactly where they come from. Case 3, the numbers are grouped and there are complete references, but they're inconsistent. This is all too common, especially if data is from multiple counterparties or even multiple departments. So we can work through the information in the narrative field on side 2. First we pick out the single ones. There's another singleton. So where is that? There we are. This is 2. 2811.82s. And the 594.18. So this one, let's move these up to make some space. So we're aiming for that. We want the 485. That's presumably referring to an invoice number rather than amount. Well, there's the 851. There's the 685. And the 485. There we are. small space. Right, this is for threesome again. 5152 is there. 6167 is there. 7316 is there. More space. So this one is for 6711 and 2. 5395 and the 5706. So that goes back up there. And then we have these four. So 935, 973, the 528, and the 996. So let's just take the differences again. More singletons down the bottom. This was a grouping. And so is this one. Here's another 3. That's just that one. And this is just 2. Copy across the total. And yes, there we have found the difference, and we can see it is those two items. 4, the numbers are grouped, but the references are irrelevant. After all, how can you match these references with these references? Now, small numbers in this case are easier, so we can start with this one. And oh, that's nice and easy. It's at the bottom, so we can match that off. Let's try this one, 1620. Go up. Oh, yes, we find that there, so that's fine. Now, the 3406. Now, it's not here as a one-to-one match, but the good news is that there are only a few amounts here which are smaller than that. So let's try adding that to that. No, not the same. Okay, let's try working backwards. So if we take that minus that. Ah, yes, we have that. Right, so we can put this to match with that. Right, then what? The next smallest is 12,000. Well, that's going to be quite tricky. But it's much easier to copy the numbers and put them into Sotozeo. So we put those values in there. We put these values in here. The blank lines don't matter. If you're starting from the beginning, you might not have them. We click on Next, matches off those two simple pairs. Then we click on Calculate. The answer takes about 10 seconds to come back. So here we can see that it has found that 1 to 2 match that we discovered manually, and it's matched off the other amounts that do as well. As you can see all these zeros down here. And therefore these 4 numbers up the top are the items which do not match between the 2 columns, which gives us our answer. On the Sotozeo website, Help Demonstrations has some pre-populated examples of other situations which you can solve, such as which numbers have been omitted from a total.